What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Live Aligned. I think this is number 3, number 4. I'm losing count already, which is a good sign because that means we got so much content going out, so much good going out into the universe, so much impact that's happening on this show. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Fred Posimo. I am a speaker, author, mastermind leader, and facilitator, as well as a TV show host. I am host of the Make Money and Have Fun show, where I'm interviewing speakers, authors, coaches, consultants, millionaires, billionaires, investors, you name it, every single week, almost every single day. I'm going live, sitting down with amazing human beings and just having a blast over there. So if you haven't already, go over to Apple iTunes, probably where you're listening to this show. But if you haven't already, go over to Apple iTunes, check out the Make Money and Have Fun show, leave it a review, subscribe to it, leave an honest review. I always ask for honest reviews on the show. I had some amazing people over there on that show. I've had an interview where I got to sit down with John Lee Dumas, the creator, host, and founder of Entrepreneurs on Fire. Les Brown, the one and only world's greatest motivational speaker, as well as Alex Stern, the founder of Constant Contact. And I got so many more amazing people coming on there every single day. Over here, we're moving quick. We're going fast. I'm giving you little golden nuggets every single time you're coming on to help you live aligned and get closer to your own financial fulfillment. So today we're talking about what is money. See, money is such an interesting thing. And for me, I started off in the financial world. I started off as a real estate investor around the time I was 22 years old. So I've really learned a lot about money, how money works, what money is, financial literacy, and really all of the above. And it's so interesting to me because money takes on so many different forms and so many people think of it as just this very basic thing. But here's the really funny thing, and looking at it from a standpoint of America and the American economic system, you see, money in 1971, the dollar was taken off of the gold standard by Nixon. What does that really mean, though? I don't want to get too deep in the weeds here, and I don't want to go too far into economics. So basically what that means is that money became, in a sense, worthless because the government can print money as fast and as often as they want to now because it's not backed by any real rarity. You see, gold is a rarity, so therefore gold has value in it because there's a quantity to it, a scarcity to this gold. Money today is being printed faster than it's being spent, which is why we have inflation rising all the time, which is why the minimum wage just got raised to $15 an hour, which is why taxes are going up. Because every time the government prints more money to help stimulate the economy, like when the coronavirus hit, when the housing market crashed in '08, all the crashes before then, the government just prints more money to try to solve the problem. But really what they're doing is they're just putting a Band-Aid on it. How does that really apply to us, though? How does that come down to who I am and what I'm doing? Here's what I want you to understand. Money, in a sense, is worthless. The actual dollar bills, the actual tender, right, the paper tender in your hand, that $10 bill cost about 10 cents to make. So what does that really mean? I like to always tell people my definition of money is simply a byproduct of value creation. See, here's what the problem is. The problem is that most people wake up in the morning and if they're, whatever their financial situation is, they typically ask themselves a question, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. And that question is this: how can I make more money today? And that question is an okay question. It's not bad. I like to ask a different question. I like to ask the question, what value can I bring today? How much value? How can I create more value today? Here's the reason why I like the other question. Let's go back to the first question. The first question is, how can I create more money today? The problem with that question is this: if you find a penny on the ground, you are victorious in your goal. Your brain goes, yes, I won. I found a penny. There we go. I got more money today. I can give you $1. Say, here you go. Here's your extra money for yourself today. That's it, right? And you win at that point. At that point, you're victorious. You're successful in your goal. But when you look at it from a standpoint of value, money comes down to how much value you can provide, how much impact you give. See, for me, it's always impact over income. It's why I do this show. It's why I do the Make Money and Have Fun show. It's why I do the things that I do. Most of them I'm not getting paid for, at least not directly from that. I don't get paid to do this show, not directly. I don't get paid to do the Make Money and Have Fun show. I don't get paid to put videos up on YouTube, but I do it because I want to give as much value as I can give. And I know that the more value I start giving, the more dollars I'll start receiving on the other end. This is the reason why Make Money and Have Fun was created. For those of you that don't know me still, my main business, my main brand is Make Money and Have Fun. I run a Make Money and Have Fun mastermind. And the idea behind it is that we need an income because our income is our sustainability. It's our lifeblood today. We don't hunt anymore. So we need to create an income to keep ourselves alive, to keep ourselves doing the things that we need to do. But in addition to that, we also need to find fulfillment in what it is we're doing. We need to live aligned, like this show says. We need to find that thing that we're fulfilled doing and go out there and do it. So one way to look at money is that money is a byproduct of value creation. But what really is money? I want to define this even further. And what I want to say is this: money is a tool. I like to call money a tool, and here's why. Tools were not meant to sit in a toolbox. What do most people do? Most people subscribe to savings accounts. They try to build this giant savings account. And to me, when I think of money like a tool, I think of it like a toolbox. A savings account is your toolbox. And what you're really doing is you're competing with your neighbor over who has a bigger toolbox. It's like your friend comes over and you go, hey, check this out, man. Come with me. I want to show you something. And you take them out to your garage or your shed and you open up the doors, and inside is this gigantic toolbox. And every drawer is filled up with these brand new shiny tools in there. You got hammers and screwdrivers and wrenches and pliers and all these different things. But you're missing the point. The point isn't to buy tools and leave them in a toolbox. Imagine if you did that. Go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, and just buy all these different tools, hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of tools, and get the biggest, best toolbox you can find, and then store them all in your shed and never use them. What good are they? What good is that? I mean, money literally, it just takes up space. Think about it. Instead of dollar bills, let's put it another way. Think about it as Cheerios. I'm just going to use this as a silly, simple example. Cheerios. Let's say that you buy a storage facility somewhere. And your goal, because you listen to a financial guru tell you, hey, all you got to do is save your way to wealth. Just save your way to wealth. So you say, all right, every month I'm going to put a Cheerio in this storage unit. Well, guess what? 50 years from now, however long, 40, 50 years from now, all you're going to have is a whole bunch of Cheerios inside of that storage unit. But there's a limit. There's a cap to it. So what I prefer to do with money is to use that tool. Here's the second half of the story. You invite me over your house. You say, hey, Fred, come here. I want to show you my toolbox. And you take me out to your shed and you open up your shed doors and you got this giant toolbox. And it's shiny, it's new, it's got all these shiny, brand new tools inside of it. And I go, wow, man, that's amazing. Oh, but real quick, I'm running out of time here. I got to go build a house. And I take my hammer off of my tool belt and it's dented and beat up and busted and battered because I've been using this hammer to build me an empire. And then you look at me and go, what? You have a house? You have an empire? All I have is a toolbox full of money. So the key is to use your tools, use your money. Money is useless until it is used. That's a phrase that I got from Grant Cardone. Money is useless until it is used. So the game is this. The game is to wake up every day and give as much value as you can give. In return for that value, you're going to receive money. When you receive that money, Utilize that money. Notice I'm not saying spend. I'm not using the word spend. I'm not telling you and encouraging you to spend or blow your money on expenses. I'm not saying buy cars, shoes, fancy watches, clothing, all that kind of stuff. That's great. You need that stuff. And if you have a surplus, if you have an excess, yes, go splurge, enjoy yourself. That's the having fun part of make money and have fun. What I'm saying is utilize that money. Learn the difference between an asset and a liability. Buy assets that put money into your pocket and grow your money. Use that tool to build you a house, right? I could use the same hammer and cause a lot of damage, a lot of trouble for myself. But I learned how to use that hammer, how to use that tool. I learned how to use the money to do the things that I want to do. So that's it. That's what money is. Money is a byproduct of value creation, and money is a tool. And remember that tools are not meant to sit in a toolbox. I hope this gave you some value today. I hope you got something out of this. Remember to subscribe, review the show, leave it an honest review over on iTunes and wherever you're listening to this from. I hope that you continue to live aligned. Have a good one, guys.